Galactic Federation Update, January 20, 2015. 7 Ahau, 18 Chen, 11 Dratzo. We come with wonderful information. The payments continue to move forward, and our Earth allies are now deciding upon new preliminary schedules. These payments are tied to a number of other projects that relate to returning you to a gold standard and to a global currency reset. These programs are also part of a financial readjustment that is to produce a new global financial system. This new system is to replace those agreements first manifested at Dumbarton Oaks in the U.S. This system ends the reign of the Federal Reserve's notes and its worldwide fiscal policies. You are entering a new world in which a more general equality is to exist between the now poorer nations and the richer ones in Europe, America, Australia and Japan. There is also the matter of new governance. These new governmental institutions are to roll out very soon. Among their initial duties are to be a full worldwide disclosure, which is to put an end to the present UFO cover-up. It is this last item, which we, of course, are looking forward to. Our Earth allies are working on a number of interconnected fronts to bring all of this to fruition. All of you need to realize that a long process of massive change is close to happening. This grand effort was initially started over 200 years ago, with the financing of the young American Republic by elements of the Chinese imperial government. This grant was greatly encouraged by the Ascended Master, Kuan Yin. It was the work of Ascended Master, Count Saint-Germain, that created the independence document of America in the first place. America's travails have been followed closely by us ever since. It was our intervention that helped America to weather the American Civil War relatively intact. During this time, the parties closely allied to the Illuminoids began to complete a scenario that had begun so seemingly innocently with the founding of the Pilgrim Society in 1820. We watched as these dark elements used their power and influence to create an oligarchy that has controlled America since the untimely assassination of Abraham Lincoln in 1865. This class of powerful oligarchs is now coming to its most wished-for demise. The New World, which is now taking place before your eyes, is truly the result of a global peaceful revolution. This revolution is, in part, something which we have helped foster and fully support. Numerous organizations, over the past decade and a half, have worked tirelessly to bring this forward. We are proud of these organizations, and especially those individuals who have used their own resources to fund and explain how various strategies can bring them the desired results. Our part was to limit how the various interconnected oligarchs were able to either crush or to murder these various individuals. Our emissaries as well began a continuing mission to present edicts to a number of major cabal-controlled regimes. This quite limited intervention was kept up despite the initial obstructions given to our emissaries. We have limited some of the dire possibilities, which these dark regimes previously used to bully our earthly associates. Those policies rendered ineffective included attempts at war and the use of a number of state-sponsored acts of terrorism. You are now on the verge of a series of wonderful actions. These actions are just the beginning of installing a new financial system, which is to lead you to new governance. Remember how you need to act. Be calm, and accept the fact that those who wish deeply to harm you are to be legally set aside. You have the responsibility to use this formerly hidden technology to clean up Gaia's air, water, and ground. Use the new energy technology to stop any operations that take out Gaia's oil, coal, and other similar resources. Once we arrive, you are to possess various energy converters. These converters can reproduce high-nutrient food, clothes, and other items, which you need during your daily lives. Your first responsibility is to restore the balance of nature. Once you have started on this vital project, know that its conclusion is to be done as a joint project between our mentors and yourselves. Be aware of your new responsibilities, and constantly participate in determining the actions of your new governance. It is your apathy in past times that permitted the dark oligarchy to wrest away your power. Blessings. We are your Ascended Masters. Over the past few months, we described what our most blessed associates were doing to alter this reality. These changes are now reaching a point where they are to start to affect you. We are extremely joyous that these events are finally to see the light of day. The coming times are to permit you to move from a state of grand visioning to one of actually being able to see how your realm is truly changing. Eons ago, Archangel Michael blessed this land with a great prophecy. This prophecy predicted the darkness and the grand predicaments that you had to pass through. This prophecy as well stated that a time of a greater light was to come and transform this galaxy. We are in these glorious end times. The light has shone upon the land and is readying us all for a grand triumph. In these times, we are to be allowed to speak many great truths to you. You are as well to be returned to a natural state of full consciousness. We come this time to acknowledge these truths and to show you what is getting ready to happen. The dark has usurped the governments of mankind. It has permitted you to fall into death and old age. It has produced wars and ways of grand division. These times are at an end. Soon, a fleet of great heavenly ships is to descend, with your ancestors and kin. Greet them and know in your hearts that a time for a grand reunion of heaven and earth has arrived. In these most unique times, you are to rediscover what your former masters, the Anunnaki, lied to you about. Their former powers are to go away, and you are to regain those things, which ye lost long ago in the hidden places of old Atlantis. You are to see the remnants left of Lemuria, and to see how this land was formerly divided between the light and the dark. You are to create with us a glorious new epoch, a place filled with memories and truths. Take this time, O blessed ones, to review this age, and how the coming events are greatly to alter it. This world is swiftly to become a star nation filled with wonders of heaven and great joys, which are to forge your new reality. Each one of us comes from a long journey that leads us to grand truths and immortality. Our purpose is to serve, to gently guide you down these glorious paths to your wondrous fate. We do this in joy. You are finishing the last series of adjustments mandated by heaven. These things have prepared you for your coming meetings with us and with your mentors. What is left is simply the time to go within. Learn in your meditations about yourself and those who in spirit guide you. This is a great moment when the light of heaven and the blessings of your outer guides are ready to happen. Be in peace, and get ready for the wonders of prosperity to reach this special time. Today, we continued our weekly message. We rejoice that the time for our meeting draws ever closer. There is a special agenda set forth by heaven, which is now to manifest before you. Be open and prepared to accept what this is truly to mean. Know, dear ones, that the countless supply and never-ending prosperity of heaven are indeed yours. So be it. Selamat Gajan. Selamat Ya, Syrian for B1. And be in joy. Channeled by Sheldon Neidel. www.paoweb.com